share this part of myself with you guys. Come on. I told my mom I would get her I have no food. I have no food. Nothing. Then, hey guys. So what are we doing today? What? Cat. Do you remember these from high school? Do you remember why? You don't like this one? Oh. So you were acting like you liked it, but you didn't actually like it. This is rice candy, and I'll show you guys. I gave it to Ryan. It took him a while to eat it. He was like playing with it. I was like, what are you doing? I'm trying to take the wrapper off, but it won't come off because you're supposed to eat it. There's like a second wrapper that's made out of rice paper. You're supposed to eat it. He was trying to take it off. It's wrapped in seaweed or nori. It's just, he's not really, in our relationship, he's not really that willing to try many of the Japanese foods I like, unless it's obviously fried or breaded. Like tonkatsu is like one of his favorites. So a lot of people wonder, they know I'm Asian, but people try to guess what Asian I am. I am Japanese American. I think I mentioned that before, but I guess there's a lot of new people here. I'm Japanese American. On my mom's side, I am a third generation here, meaning my grandmother was born in Japan. She immigrated here, had my mom, and then they had me. So I'm Sansei on my mom's side. I think was mostly the food I shared with you, because when I was growing up in middle school, I would have some lunches that were Japanese food, and sometimes they tended to have an odor that my friends wouldn't really like. and so I think I was a little bit self-conscious of the food I was eating, Japanese food. I mean, later in high school, I completely got over it, but I was aware not to. In Japanese food, there's like American-friendly Japanese food, and then there's like Japanese food, more like aware of pickled things normally, fermented. There's a lot of fermented things. So that was one thing I was a little bit concerned to share with you. So I like gave you little by little, not to scare you off. Should we move here? That is so. Oh, that's better. What? Oh. Well, in Japanese culture, we really focus on education. So, boys are just a distraction from your education and your career. My parents told me no boyfriends until college. I actually kept Ryan a secret from my parents for a little while, like a few months, like a month or something. Not a long time. But when they found out, they didn't really. They were okay with it, which I was surprised. Mm-hmm. What? Bringing home a white boy? No, because I didn't think it was a race thing. They didn't care about race. I was pretty young when I visited. It's a beautiful country. Wow, it's like so clean, and it's just like the cities are modern. The countryside is just beautiful. I had some family there that we went to go visit, and they were very welcoming and very nice. I went with my mom, and we just kind of visited family and toured around the cities. I don't think I went in with any expectations, but it felt comfortable being there. Even though I don't speak Japanese, and I'm third generation, fourth generation here, it felt comfortable to be around people who spoke Japanese, because my grandma and some people in my family spoke Japanese when I was younger. I'd be around a lot of, bilingualism. Even though I didn't learn Japanese, I could hear it, and it just felt very familiar and comfortable. Yeah. Good. Good. Are my questions done? I ask you questions. My turn. Let's get this open a little bit. Before Skillshare. Honestly, I'm so happy that we are working with Skillshare, because we can give you guys the opportunity to reinvest in yourself and learning. Like, that's just something that we both value, is continuing education. So Skillshare is specifically curated or designed for learning, meaning there are no ads when you are watching their classes, and their subscription can be less than $10 per month with the annual subscription. What's our favorite class? notice about me when we first met? No. But like getting to know each other like the first year or so. Was there anything or one thing you were concerned about me being Japanese? Yeah. So next question, what is the Japanese exposure first time experience? Yeah, same thing with your deaf culture, same thing. You being happy. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Don't forget that there is a link down below that you can click to get a free trial with Skillshare. And we'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.